guts. Thomas Paine Plaza was supposed to be available for protesters, but was empty during the days after George Floyd's murder. City Hall was also blocked off so the protesters couldn't reach it. They could reach the other three sides, but they couldn't reach it from the Dilworth Park side. These are people listening to a speech on the Dilworth Park side of City Hall. They were not able to access the subway from there.
Say his name. George Floyd. 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 Say his...
I mention in my photo essays that the protesters were all very good about wearing masks. As you can see, not all law enforcement people were similarly good about it. This is the Juneteenth celebration in Malcolm X Park, taken from a distance. Juneteenth celebration in Malcolm X Park. I would say the wearing of masks was generally pretty good. Generally around 7/8 of the people were doing so. Lots of people at the Juneteenth celebration having picnics, bringing their kids along.
Like the Lord took my little girl, but still fucking around after the next one. Who can't understand? I just next one. And you know that I'm sure you're good, so every kid making after this.
More of the Juneteenth celebration. We had quite a crowd there, several hundred people at least.
Go down this way, if you're going around.
Right on.
We say fight back. We say fight back.
One by one, everybody's being arrested. And we're going to keep it very peaceful. One by one, all the people in the green shirts are being arrested, and they're keeping it very peaceful out here, as you can see. And they're being escorted back here to a police van. And they'll be transported down so that they can come under formal arrest and be fingerprinted and so forth. As you see.
We fight up, can't ignore. We fight up, can't. No justice, no peace. No justice, no justice, no peace. I'm yelling into the air.
We're not trying to do it in the air, but
I'm good. I'm good.
about to get arrested by you. Can you handle the moment? Excuse me, sir.
I know, right? She's ready.
Let me check. One day
Yes, we can! Yes, we can! Yes, we can! Yes, we can! See, Brandon.
Union power! Union power!
On June 1st, 2020, a lone woman put out a call for a Circle the Park Justice for George Floyd event in Miles Park, White Marsh Township. With the help of another woman, the call went out on Facebook at 10 a.m. By 6 p.m., over 300 White Marsh residents and surrounding areas, Colonial area, Plymouth, and Conshohocken, converged to listen to speakers. Black and white residents talk about the horrors of witnessing George Floyd's brutal murder and ending police violence against black men, women, and children, and the urgent need for justice and reform. Black residents spoke powerfully about growing up in a predominantly white community whose school system failed to recognize or teach black history, literature, or culture. They spoke about being stopped and at times harassed by local police. Black parents spoke about the fear and anxiety of watching their children leave home, not knowing if they will come back safe. Township supervisors, a local rabbi, and ministers attended and spoke. Then everyone took a knee for 8 minutes of silence to honor the suffering of George Floyd and all of the black lives that have been taken by police brutality. From this, a multiracial, integrated, intergenerational grassroots Facebook group was created that has 700 members and is still growing. The Colonial Area Anti-Racist and Social Equity Alliance, CAASEA, can be found on Facebook groups. Carsey hired a local black artist to design Black Lives Matter lawn signs, which were printed by a local black printer. The group offers a place for open discussion, learning, and activism.
Black Lives Matter! 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 Shoot! Hands up! Don't 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 shoot! Hands up! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Hands up! Don't shoot! 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 Hands up! Hands up! Black Lives Matter! 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 Now!
Stop.
Stop.
Well, then it's starting over again. Sure, sorry. Well, he came up and took our space then. I'm not getting this.
In 1967, Israel occupied what is today known as the West Bank. This area was occupied by Palestinians, but today has quite a few Israelis living in settlements there. On July 1st, Israel was supposed to begin to annex that land, that is, to make it a permanent part of Israel. Fortunately, there has been a lot of pushback from other nations. The rulers of Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates don't care about Palestinians, but the people of those countries do care. The rulers of those countries must be seen as trying to take the side of Palestinians. The president's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, made annexation part of his Israeli-Palestinian, quote, peace, unquote, plan. Palestinians would get to keep some land, but would have to give up large portions of their land to Israel. Palestinians have refused to play any role in deciding which patches of land they'd keep and which patches Israel would get. Doing that would legitimize the idea that Israel was allowed to annex any portion of the West Bank. Kushner has never once attempted to engage in real negotiations with Palestinians. He has preferred instead to get other countries in the region to simply pressure Palestinians to agree to his demands. Kushner announced the details of his plan late in January of this year. Palestinians have filed a complaint with the International Criminal Court, saying that this land grab is just like what the Axis powers were trying to do during World War II. Israel is trying to take land by force. Joe Biden has declared that he doesn't approve of annexation. So if Israel is going to do this, they're probably going to try and get it done by mid-January before Biden takes office. While the rank and file of the Democratic Party are generally pretty sour on Israel and pro-Palestinian, the leaders of the party are generally pro-Israeli. The total population of the West Bank is about 3,340,000 people. The Israeli population within the West Bank is around 620,000. This is large enough population to make it difficult to simply throw Israelis out of the West Bank.
Okay, go. We're going to...
And the people, different groups had their turn in speaking about the various different movements and all that was in the city and what they were doing and so forth. And I was busy watching, really, I guess I was impressed with both the way the police behavior was from what I had gone to in the past. This was just nice to be there. And I stayed there really to the end. And then when we went around to the march, I went around to like the south side of the City Hall to the a statue of there what is that go and attending demonstrations, you find out a lot of information, the reaction of the people, also what the people have to say, and it's a very good being a nice crowd to be within. Just feel relaxed and feel like there's some people there is all about what you're like, what I'm about, you know, and then that's very impressive to me. Also, I like what the people where they bring their children, so their children can see how they should behave, what they should do. And I saw more of the dogs this year, and even the dogs were well behaved. You have the owners have the dogs take a blanket and put it down, and the dog know to lay down there and take a nap, which happened. And dogs of all sizes. Just everything was just so impressive the way it was done. Very, very impressive. In the future, I will go back and make sure I take my camera and take as many photos and all around as I can, because all you have to do is just move it around, cut it off, and move yourself around, and just catch as you go. Very, very. If you're doing history and have pictures to show, you know, that people know what you're talking about. Very, very nice. I enjoyed it. And the next one that comes up, I'll be going to another one. March, very good march, very orderly, all around there. And then a lot of different ones spoke about the various things socially. And then the police still stayed as distant. They're very friendly. I was just impressed by the whole layout and the way everything turned out. And then I'm comparing it, I guess, too much to what had things happened in the past. But this was great. This was great to see this. Different, all races of people, whites, black, Asian, getting along, being along. I mean, it was just nice. It was just nice to be there. I'm glad I went. At one time I thought maybe not to go, but I did. I'm very, very glad that I went there. I feel good about it. You know. So from now on, when there's someplace, something going on, and I just take to go, because I think of where the police was. And if you wanted to ask the police anything, any questions, they were very, very helpful, and they were very, very, just very, very polite and nice. And I enjoyed the speech and all of what the people had to say that was in the different groups.
Did it rain?
And it was a very nice day. Bright, sunny day. I saw some rain clouds, but no rain. But it's just a beautiful day all around. The attitudes of the people, and that include police and the marchers, and all. Just a very enjoyable day. And I'm glad I went.
Did you do any photos?